Now, I have got a little bit of an update for you from Hobart City Council and this debate over the Crowther statue. Apparently, they have not voted yet. They will do so in about a half an hour's time, but all councillors have voiced their opinions and debated the issue, and it looks as if it'll be a vote in favour of removing the former Premier's statue 7-4. We'll give you an update in the program tomorrow night. Some bad news for seniors, but some good news too today. The good news is the concept of allowing pensioners to earn more than $300 a fortnight without being penalised is a step closer to reality. The bad news is a survey today has shown that aged care workers do not believe the federal government's 24/7 care reforms will work. To discuss both issues, I'm joined now by the Chief Advocate of National Seniors Australia, Ian Henschke. Ian, good to have you on. So your master plan will come before the Jobs Summit. At least it's off the ground.
In fact, yes, it's great news because there will be a round table, which is happening next week as well, looking at barriers to employment, and that's going to happen before the Jobs Summit. And I've got an invitation to that. I met with Minister Rishworth and she said you're invited to that. So that's the first step. Excellent. Then we've got the Jobs Summit. And then, look, after that, there's your namesake, Dean Smith. I know it's a common name, but there's a senator from Western Australia, and he's put forward a private members bill. We also had, by the way, Rebecca Sharkey, independent member in South Australia. She put forward a motion before the House. So there's a lot of political action happening, and we hope that, where there's a lot of action, there'll eventually be some real action. In other words, some changes to policy. OK,
so quickly, explain to viewers how, if the government is $150 million down if this program starts, how confident are you that we'll recoup the money and more generated?
OK, that's the proposal put forward by Mr Dutton, and that's to double the work bonus.
Yes.
But we at National Seniors and others think that we should be looking at a bigger measure. And in fact, Mr Dutton, to his credit, he came to Adelaide and he met a woman who was a dementia care nurse. She was 75, and she explained the dealings with Centrelink and how it upset her and how it made her feel almost like a criminal having to go down there and report all this stuff, and how she was losing a pension and then paying tax, and her husband was losing as well because he was a part of the couple. And then she explained that she had a grandson that she was raising as well. She'd raised since he was 9 years of age. And eventually Mr Dutton got to the idea that, well, if the government wants to go further, then he would support that.
Right.
And this is something that we've put forward in our proposal, is why not just have a simple system where you pay tax at 32 cents in the dollar, 32.5 cents in the dollar. In other words, work as much as you want because we need those workers.
Yeah.
Now, I'll remind you, Chris, that this could be inconvenient if you go to a local cafe, but it can be life-threatening if we're talking about our hospitals and our aged care homes.
Exactly. I want to get onto this other issue, Ian, if I may, to this survey by Complex Space, which shows that aged care workers believe that 200 minutes of personalised care per resident per day is a doomed promise. Like, where are they going to get the workers for this? And where are they going to get the workers that have to be nurses 24/7 too?
Well, this is why we're saying that if you let the pensioners work and you let the nurses who want to work, the Senior Australian of the Year, Val Dempsey, is a nurse who said she would work more if she didn't have to deal with the Centrelink paperwork and with the penalties that are there. So we've got the Senior Australian of the Year campaigning for us, and she came to us and said, I want to help you as much as I can. I don't know if you saw the Fin Review the other week, but on July the 26th, I think it was, they said that there are 60,000 visa applicants, and of those 60,000 visa applicants, only 32 are aged care nurses. Now that means that we have to keep the people that are already working in aged care working there, and if they are about to reach pension age, say to them, look, we need you, would you like to keep working?
Exactly. I've got to leave it there, Ian. I've run completely out of time, but thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate it.